Here's the TARDIS. We're going to get into the TARDIS and we're going to go to the year 1951. Before we look at the locomotives, let's think about the road vehicles that are still applicable in 1951. Well, I think 2 out of the 3 here, the one on the right being the Ford Transit that obviously came in the 70s. In the middle we've got the Scamell Scarab, but it's in the wrong livery. When you see the British Railways arrows, they didn't come until the mid-60s. So although there would have been Scamell Scarabs in 1951, they would not have looked like that. And on the left, we have an AEC Mammoth, which again possibly would have existed in 1951, but it says British Steel on the side. I don't think that particular style of British Steel logo would have existed until the mid-60s either. Shame. The Morris Minor appeared, I think, 1948 or 1949. That's the one in the middle. All the others came too late for 1951. Here we've got another range of 60s and 70s vehicles, except for the extreme right, which is the Morris J-Type. Which started in 1948, I believe. So the Morris J-Type will be alright for today. The 2CV on the right appeared in the late 40s. Next to the 2CV we've got a VW Beetle, which certainly were around in the 50s. I don't know whether this convertible style, I don't think that appeared until the 60s. The E-Type Jag is obviously a 60s car, very iconic 60s shape. The Morris Minor van has British Rail logo on it. The Morris Minor Traveller, which is the light blue one here. Again, that could have been around, I'm not exactly sure, I think probably late 50s. And the Minis, obviously 60s. The Austin FX4 taxi was a vehicle from the late 50s. The ones that were around in the early 50s, the Austin FX3, looked a lot more ancient in style than these. Land Rovers were certainly around from the late 40s. That's on the right is a Land Rover, on the left is a Bedford CA type, I think they called that. Well, 1952 I've found out, so just didn't quite make it for 1951. I've got 7 locomotives in a livery that might have been seen in 1951. What we're looking for, we can just get in close here. The British Railways Early Crest, sometimes called the Cycling Lion. So which locomotives are showing off the Cycling Lion? Earl of Saint-Germain, which is a castle class from the Great Western Railway. The Stanier Black 5. Another Stanier, the Beast, that is the Duchess of Rutland. Over on this side, another Beast, City of Chester, with the Jubilee, Kolhapur, in Brunswick Green, with the Patriot 45518 Bradshaw, and last of all, with the 440, the Gressley D49 62760, the Cotswold. So 7 trains to get running. I guess we'd better get running without any messing about. Well, look at this. I've pulled out all the stops with the crimson and cream carriages. A veritable multiplicity of them here. On this front row, these are Hornbys. There's the 12-wheeled dining car there. In the middle, with a collection of 6 backmans, should I say backmen? And then at the back, these are Hornby Stanier coaches that have been repainted into the crimson cream. They would have been formerly LMS coaches. When I say repainted, British Railways would have repainted them. Although I have done a bit of touching up, because I wasn't happy with the coloration of the yellow. So I've touched up the paint on those. What a lot of crimson cream coaches.